Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to build wealth as a teenager and a young person. We're also going to be talking about frugality and many of the tips and tricks that can help get you started on your wealth building process as a young adult. So you're probably wondering, hey Christian, how can I actually start saving earlier? Well, all you gotta do is smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay updated for all future uploads so I can help you make more money in the future. So in order to actually understand how you can save money and make more money as a young adult or a teenager or someone that's actually becoming, like I said, an adult, the best thing you could possibly do is to understand what frugality actually is. Now, frugality is really just being plain, being simple, being thrifty, being someone that is kind of like sparing with their money that doesn't really try to keep up with the Joneses or spend their money on things that they don't necessarily need. You're going to be someone that's kind of more reserved, and that's okay. That's how you actually save and make money in today's day and age. So I've got a few tips for you guys today. The first one is going to be to start saving your money as early as you possibly can. So basically what I mean is the difference between investing today when, let's say, you're maybe 18 years old instead of when you're actually 28 years old. That's only a decade difference, or 10 years. Could be the difference between hundreds of thousands, if not over $1 million, when you actually go to retire. Now you might be like, well, how is that possible? Well, you're going to be missing out on that compound interest, which basically means the longer that your money is in the market, or the longer your money is saving and making more money, the more money you're going to make on your money. It's just your money earning interest on that interest. It compounds and it goes on practically forever until you take your money out. So you might be a young adult, and if you are, you're probably thinking about how you can actually start saving money. The best thing you could possibly do is get your own first job or your own little side hustle, maybe a little business going that helps get some money on the side. Or even if you're younger than that, maybe like, let's say you're 15, 16 still and you're watching this video, the best thing you could possibly do is, if you have an allowance or a way to make a little bit of money on the side, just put all that money into a high interest savings account. That's going to work best for you because you can't legally invest until you're about either 18 to 21, depending on the state or the markets that you're actually in. So my second tip is going to be to live frugal, which basically means you don't have to be the cheapest person in the room. You just have to live a little bit below your means or at your means and not spend more money than you take in. Living frugal doesn't necessarily have to make you a cheap kind of person. All you have to do is be smart with your money and not spend excessively. So the easiest way for me to simplify this is just to say that consistency is going to be key for you. The longer that you save your money and have your money working for you, the more money that you're going to make. Also, if you're able to buy less things or less expensive things, then you're going to have even more money in the long run. The best example I can really give you of this is going to be switching from name brand food to off-brand food. If you go to something like Walmart and you buy something that is great value, which is the off-brand, versus something that is name brand, usually you're going to save about 50 cents a can, or well over a few dollars per package. Now, I've done this on experiment myself, but you can go see for yourself. Just go to your local grocery store and check out the off-brand names versus the regular name. You'll be surprised how much that money actually adds up when you go to checkout. You're going to be saving a lot of money if you actually go with the off-brand name brand stuff, because it's going to taste the exact same. Usually they have the exact same ingredients or just slightly different, but you're going to be saving a lot of money in the long run. I understand that some things can't be bought as an off-brand. I get that. Just like some medicines, you don't want, the over-the-counter variant or the generic variant. You want the name brand. I understand that. You don't have to do this for everything, but the more that you're able to do it and the more money you're able to save, the happier you're going to be in the long run, and the more thankful you're going to be when you finally need to take your money out, because you're going to have more money in your account because you've been saving for a long time. So my third tip, and one of the best tips I can possibly give you, is to look long term. Don't try to just keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to have everything. You don't have to have everything your parents have. You don't have to have everything that your neighbors have. All you have to do is have what makes you happy and what makes you comfortable. That's it. That's your means. That's all it takes for you to be So that's your means, and that's all it takes for you to be normal and to just function as a regular person. That's all you have to do. Just live right at your means. Now, it takes time to build wealth, so please just calm yourself down and start thinking for the long term. Another big tip I can give you is that, like I said, excessive spending should actually be turned into excessive saving. The more money you can save, like I said with step 1, the more money you're going to have in the long run. So my fourth tip for you young adults that are wanting to actually get started early, go on and get yourself a credit line started. Now, this doesn't have to be some crazy expensive credit card. All you have to do is get something that is either a secured line of credit, maybe $250 or a $500 limit, something really simple. You could even go and get something like a Capital One card that only lets you put a certain amount of money on there, like you pre-put money on there, and then it's a prepaid card. That's called a prepaid card. So what I mean by this is that there's cards called prepaid cards. All you gotta do is put a certain amount of money on there, and then that's all you can spend on those cards. Sometimes there's credit card variants that work like that, so you can start earning a credit report over the long term. The earlier you start and the longer you have your credit earning for you, the better your credit score is gonna be in the long run. Credit history is one of the most impacted parts of your credit score, so please, the earlier you can start, the better. Just go ahead and get you a secured credit card, something with no yearly fee, no hidden fees, nothing like that, and then just leave it there. Just sit it in the corner. You can chop it up, just don't use it. Maybe put $5 on it every month, and that is it. That's all you have to do. So step number 5 for you is going to be a pretty general tip. Just figure out how you can make money, what you need to do to make money for yourself. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that there's many different industries and professions out there. So do your own research and try to dabble into something that interests you and something that can also make you more money down the road. So whether that be either a YouTube career, maybe you're someone that wants to be a content creator, maybe you're someone that's really into marketing. So speaking of someone that's into marketing, I actually have another video coming up later, probably in the next week or so, on this right here. This right here is called the Linq card. It's basically a digital business card. All you gotta do is put your cell phone up to it, or an NFC enabled device, or something that has a barcode, and you can scan it and it'll take you right to your own page. I'm gonna go over a whole video about this later on in the future. I'm gonna really try to structure it out pretty well, but basically just know that is coming, and this is called the Linq card. So I'm going to throw a little extra tip in here for you guys. The best thing I could possibly tell you to do is go on and read your own finance book. Now, like I said, I have a few books here in my library that are finance books. I'll leave a few recommendations down below in the comments section and in the description. As always, just check out the description for all the links that you need. Also guys, real quick, if you go down into the description below and actually hit on my Robinhood link and sign up for Robinhood through that link, you will get your very own free stock worth up to about $150. Now, it's a pretty great deal. There is a low chance of you getting something like Microsoft, but just know that you will get a free stock 100% guaranteed if you use the link in the description. So go ahead, hit that link, and I'll see you there. So guys, that just about does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for future uploads. I'll see you guys all in the next upload.